Okay, guys, we're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna do like an unboxing and like a show and tell because yesterday I went to Wichita, Kansas, which a lot of people know where I'm from, but we went to Wichita. Kind of cool. My wife got hired to do some hair for a girl's wedding, which went awesome. While she was doing that, I went on a beer adventure. And for starters, we're going to start with an unboxing of what's going to be new to the channel. Look at this. This is going to be what we're going to be drinking beer out of for a while now. Let's try to get this baby out and test it out. We're just going to get straight into it. No cleaning. I don't care. I mean, if it looks bad, so what? We're going to pour beer in this baby, and we're going to get right into this little unboxing show and tell today. And what we're drinking is an India Pale Ale, which I just did in my last video. I better get that thing out of there. Screw that thing. Let's get right into it and see what it looks like. Ooh, okay, better be careful there. So this is a 22 ounce cup. As you can see, I am doing terrible at pouring that beer. But while that is sitting, we are going to do a little bit of what I found. Hopefully that's still in the shot, but that's going to be out of the way, sitting, what's going to be sipping. Now, I found some cool beer. Now, it's nothing crazy. Well, might be crazy to some of you guys. Excuse me. I went to, let's see, we'll just start off with this 6-pack that I built. We got some cool beers here. We got some beers that I've seen that are pretty local. I've got some beers that I don't know where they're from. Now, I got this 6-pack that I built from Total Wine and More. So if you're ever in Wichita, Kansas, this liquor store was like going to Walmart, but only alcohol. Now, it was crazy, needless to say. It was, I can't even describe it. It was insane to go to a liquor store and they had shopping carts. Shopping carts. I mean, if you think I'm an alcoholic, I mean, think about the people that own that store. Crazy. But let's get it right into it. So we got our beer share and enjoy 6-pack that I built. I'll put that over here for now. I guess starting off, I should probably done a little bit of research before I started just naming these off. This one is, I don't know if this is a rum, a vodka, I don't know. It's a 13.8 ABV, and it's watermelon flavor. If I go off by this name on here, it looks like Junho. So we got Junho watermelon. I don't know what to think. Don't know anything about it, but we'll find out later. Next off, I'm going to give Guinness a second chance. I've drank it at the bar. Actually, I took a sip out of one at a bar. Was not fond of it at all. Now, this is Guinness St. James Dublin, Ireland, a Drought Stout. This is a limited edition. I mean, the can looks insane. Everyone knows when you pour it, you got to pour it a certain way. I did order some special cups or glasses to drink out of. Hopefully by the time I get to this beer, we have the glass. We can hopefully properly pour a Guinness. I have been doing some research on how to properly pour a Guinness. Let's see if I can do it. But yes, so we got a Guinness. Continuing with the 6-pack. Now this one was pretty cool. So, if you guys didn't see my post on Facebook, which probably none of you did. I guess if you know me, you probably did. I found this beer when I was in St. Lucia. I don't know if this is the exact same kind. Actually, I take that back. This is the same brand of one of the beers I found in St. Lucia, but this one's a premium lager. The other one was a malt liquor. So, I think this is another Japanese beer. I guess I could read what's on here and see if it says it. But if I'm correct, this is another Japanese beer, which I liked the malt liquor one. But we got the premium lager version, so stay tuned for that one. Now, Dale's, I guess I spoiled it. So Dale's, I think I've tried the regular Dale's. Now this is a double IPA Dale's. I didn't realize this, but dang, this is a 9 ABV. I like the can. We all know the classic Dale's beer is the whole can is just like dark blue. We got a Dale's, a double IPA. I've never had a double IPA. I guess, is this one a double IPA? No, it's not. But anyway, we're still letting this settle down over here because it's a little wild. But yeah, we got a Dale's. Now, this one's pretty common. We got a Summer Shandy. I got it because I see a lot of people drinking it. A lot of people say it's the beer of the summer. I mean, obviously it says it in there, Summer Shandy. I've had it before, but it was when I first turned 21. Someone offered it to me. Didn't like it, but I am 26 now, so it's been 5 years. So hopefully within 5 years, my taste buds have changed, and my opinion has changed over a Summer Shandy. Yeah, so let's keep going on to the next. Now, this one was probably the coolest looking beer that I found. Like I said, I probably should have done some research on how to pronounce this name. I don't know if that's a Goler or Kohler. Correct me if I'm wrong. I leaning more towards a G, so a Goler Lager. Yeah, it is a G now that I'm looking at the back of the label. It's pretty cool, kind of old style how you open it. You got to pop that forward and it'll pop it open. I'm kind of scared to pop this open when I do get to it because when I did build this 6-pack, this stuff was sitting just room temperature in the aisles, and it was just a full wall of beer. It went from anywhere from your regular light beer all the way up to your stouts, and everything in between. I saw this one, and I was like, you're going home with me. I've seen videos of people drinking these beers. They're pretty cool. They're just kind of cool to look at. I mean, I probably will drink this beer and just keep the bottle just because of how cool it looks and how it's kind of old school with the pop. I guess if I'm correct, it says 1514 on here. I would assume that's probably when they first started making this beer or when this name came about. There is some facts on the back. I will not get into that until I actually make a video for the beer. So yeah, I also believe this is a German beer. But anyway, enough with what we got from Total Wine and More. Actually, I take that back. You know what? I'm going to save that for last. But this is from Total Wine and More. There's one more big box that I'm going to bring up here, but that's going to be last for the video, and that's kind of going to be our surprise. But let's get a first sip out of the little boot mug. I could get used to that. I could get really used to that. I mean, it looks pretty snazzy. I think that's pretty cool. Tell me if I'm wrong. All right, continuing on from the beer adventure. we got pretty well. I wouldn't say not well known, but a lot of people probably know about it. We got Hams. We got Hams. I hope I've had a Hams before. I was in Oklahoma City, and I will admit, was a little toasty. Don't really remember it. I think I had 3 or 4 of them. Met a random guy at the bar, had a pretty good conversation with him, and he was hanging out with me and my brother-in-law. So, yeah, we got Hams. Kind of excited, from the land of the sky blue waters. The beer, refreshing. That's what it says on the can. All right, next up, we got Montucky Cold Snack in the 16-ounce can. I guess it's the unofficial beer of Montana. Heck yes. I mixed this up with Outlaw beer. I thought this was Outlaw. I've had an Outlaw. It's pretty tasty too. But Outlaw and Montucky kind of have a similar can style, which there's nothing wrong with that. But actually, I said that wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I want to restart this. The official, unofficial beer of Montana. So I didn't read that right. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it says don't be a jerk, so I'm taking that back. But yes, we got Montucky Cold Snack Lager in the 16-ounce. Yeah, it says 16 fluid ounces of refreshment. In my opinion, every beer refreshing, baby. All right, on to the next beer. We got Rolling Rock Extra Pale. I've never had a Rolling Rock. Like I said, they got some cool stuff on these cans. I'm not going to get too in detail with it, just because I don't want to spoil the video when I do, get around to these. This one also came in a 16-ounce can, the Pounders, baby. Let's move on to the next beer. I'm taking a little too long with every beer, and I'm hopefully not suspending too long. And then we've got the Real American Beer, light beer, brewed in the U.S. of A. And we got our boy Hulk Hogan on there. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. But we got the Real American Beer. I would like to read what's on here, but I'm not going to. Like I said, what's on the cans are going to be for the main video. I'm going to make an individual video for all these beers. So I'm probably good on buying beer for a while. But we got the Real American Beer. The can looks freaking badass. I mean, you can't get more American than that. But moving on. Now, I think this is the first malt liquor. Well, not on the channel, but the first malt liquor that I bought. We got in the freaking 40. I'm debating on doing maybe 40 scissor hands. If you don't know what a 40 scissor hand is, it's where you get a 40 and a 40, tape them together, and drink them. Now, obviously I only got one of these. We all know I still have the Old English 40 in my fridge. I do not know when or where or how or what the frick I'm going to do with 240s. Y'all should let me know. But we got the old Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. But stay tuned on what I do with this 40 and the Old English 40. But on to the next. We got another variety pack, which is, I've been hunting these down. Actually, I take that back. I haven't been hunting them down. I saw a post on Instagram, which leads me. Look me up on Instagram. Drinks with Marcus. I follow Samuel Adams, and we found it. We found it. Now, this variety pack is the Winter Break variety pack. We got the Cold Brew Coffee Stout, which is new. I think all these flavors are new. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we got the Samuel Adams Old Fizzywig. rich and spiced. Do not know what an old Fizziwig is, but let me know what you all think what a Fizziwig is in the comments. And then we got the winter lager. I'm debating when I'd make the winter lager video, if I want to compare, if you can tell a difference between the flavor of a can versus a bottle, because I did find a 6-pack of the winter lager, so maybe we might do a comparison video. Then last but not least, we got the Samuel Adams Winter White Ale. Damn, that's a tongue twister. That, and I'm also a little dyslexic. But we got the Winter White Ale, spiced and citrusy. I forgot to say also on the Winter Lager it says festive and smooth. But the coffee brew comes in a 6.0 ABV, and the Old Fizziwig comes in a 5.9, Winter Lager 5.6, and 5.7 with the Winter White Ale. So we got good pack there. I might do this one, that one, and that one in one separate video, and then I'll do that one in a separate one so we can compare the bottle versus can video. So stay tuned. And also, this is a limited release, so this is kind of cool that I found that. Now, for the big reveal, this one's a pretty cool pack, and this came from Total Wine and More in Wichita, so this one's kind of cool. We got, if I'm correct on how to say this, I think it's chauffeur. But yeah, it says oof, it's chauffeur. So it says on the back. Now, it has a little thing about every single one of these beers on the back of the box. I will not be reading them until I get to them, but looks like we got the, let's see, we got the LA chauffeur. Yeah, I said that wrong. I really do not know how to say this. I don't know if it's Shofi, I don't know. You tell me. But we got the LA Shof, and we got the Mix Shof Light, and the Shof IPA. All very cool looking beers. It came with a little glass in there. I'm glad it made the trip back home. But it came in this kind of cool box. It was only like $20 at the liquor store. Like I said, when I was at that liquor store, it was perfect that I had shopping carts. Because, like I said, most of this stuff, I needed a shopping cart. I needed it. I will admit, I probably looked crazy. I probably looked really freaking crazy with the amount of beer that I bought this weekend. And I'm kind of ashamed, but you know what? It's all for gits and shiggles. So that is kind of the show and tell, unboxing, whatever you want to call it. I guess stay tuned. Let me know what y'all think. And, just keep showing me support. I kind of promoted my channel on Snapchat, so hopefully I can get a little bit more followers on here, on YouTube, and Instagram. I mean, just anything. Like, share, comment, whatever you guys think you want to do with it, you do with it. I'm doing this just for fun. I like to yap, as you can tell by how long this video is. But you know what? It's a fun journey. It's a really fun journey, and you know what? It's been great so far, and I'm going to continue to do this. But thank you guys for sitting this long. If you made it this long in the video, I'm going to do the typical YouTuber, like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever. And follow me on here, comment what you all think about this little haul I did. Let me know. Follow me on Instagram, share, like, comment on there as well. But cheers, ladies and gents. Thank you for being with me, and let's continue to have fun and drink some beer.